Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I talked to him, and I said, "Did you ever think about using a dowser to find out where the UFOs are?" Because I'm a dowser. I do dowsing
Uh-huh.
also.
What'd he say?
He said, "I never thought of it." I said, "That's an idea."
Did you do classes and things like that at SRI?
um, at Stanford, I took some classes, yes, but I went to um, Kennedy University in Rinda and studied parapsychology.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and did some experiments with my dowsing with blindfolded, and I was actually finding the things blindfolded.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I do a very interesting thing. I did some experiments with scientists. They gave me a stone, and they said, "Well, where is this stone coming from in the United States?" So they gave me a map of the United States, and there was this stone as big as my hand was that stone. So I had to find the energy of the stone and match it up on the map where that stone came from. It came from North Carolina, Charlottesville somewhere. And I had no idea, I've never been there, but it was exactly where it came from.
Wow.
So I've done it several times like that. So I kind of, that's probably coming from my UFO experience that I had when I was 6 years old. I was invited on a ship.
Lucky.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I know that they're trying to teach me this geometrical language, you know, and it's all geometry, but with frequencies and movement. So, but there's a lot of things I've seen in my tapes that I had from doing some hypnosis, but I literally remember very clearly what happened, exactly what happened. I was playing, and there was a soccer field. It was in Brussels, and there was a big park that I and my girlfriend used to play in. And I first saw green and red lights and flashing lights all over on the grass. I was on the grass, and then I looked, and I said, "What is this coming from?" So I looked up, and there was this ship going, and it came down like, pretty high like this, came down there, and there was a beam of green X-ray light coming down from the center of the ship. And then these beings were sliding down this green
That's awesome.
light.
How fast are they sliding?
Kind of immediately, and they were kind of hopping. They were not really walking, they were kind of hopping a little bit.
Like they had some kind of gravity control over
Yes,
over landing or whatever?
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And they were taking samples of the grass.
That's so weird. It's awesome.
Yeah, they said that the reason why they took samples is because they wanted to know where we are at as far as the atmosphere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, makes sense. So isn't that interesting? All this stuff. You didn't know you were going to talk to somebody wearing a ship.
Yeah. Or that did
I
SRI
think he
stuff.
went
That's
in a
awesome.
ship too, I think, didn't he? Didn't you go in a ship? Weren't you a doctor or anything?
I don't
You don't
see,
know?
like, I got memories about being in ships. I got memories being on other planets,
Did you?
and but I don't know.
Can you
Like,
just, did you ever do hypnosis or describe them? Or
I
anything
can't
like
afford the hypnosis stuff. But
that? No, yeah.
they like when I was growing up, it always felt like I was living two lives. Like when I was awake, uh, I'm here, but when I go to sleep,
Yeah.
I'm in space. I'm piloting ships. I'm flying all across the universe.
Oh,
I'm always wearing a rose gold looking suit, and
Really?
Yeah, like
I
That's
can
awesome,
see
though.
your aura. Your aura is all blue around you.
and then
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
one I remember some missions. Like one of them was there was a planet where the star was about to shoot a solar flare over and engulf the whole planet. It would have destroyed everybody on it.
Uh-huh.
So me and my crew, we uh,
Uh-huh.
we froze the atmosphere of this planet. Like there was a big, thick layer of ice around it, and I remember being on land, trying to comfort all the beings because they were very panicking. You know, 'cause nobody wants to die.
Really?
And so I remember trying to calm them down,
Mm-hmm.
and the flare shoots, and you could see it coming from the star
Mm-hmm.
towards the planet, and then it engulfs the planet. But since the ice shield's there, you could see the flames wrapping around the planet. And after the solar flare was over, we unmelted the atmosphere, and everybody was okay.
Wow.
Then I woke up and I was
Interesting.
back in
Yeah.
Iraq.
Wow.
Yeah.
So incredible dream life there.
I've had a couple of interesting,
That, that's
dreams.
that's kind of interesting to
Yeah.
to start the how did you call it? You froze the
A
planet?
solar flare.
But they froze
Yeah, the atmosphere.
they
You know
froze
how
the
like
atmosphere?
how we have the ozone layer,
Yeah.
but we made it all ice, all around the planet,
Oh, wow.
like a mile
That's
and a half
awesome.
thick.
What do you think about that, Helen?
They were afraid
Pretty
when they launched.
impressive thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
you have to be, yeah, you could terraform planets if you could do that. I think.
Like I remember the spaceship that I was flying, it always felt like it was a part of me.
Oh.
I'd be in a dark room, there'd be like holographic projections of the universe, and I just
Wow.
gotta think where I want to be. Like I just point to the Milky Way galaxy, and I could just blow it up. As far as like image-wise, make it bigger, blow it up, and then
With your mind or with your hands?
both. Like you do hand gestures, but it's through my thought. Like I thought of the Milky Way, and then it would bring it closer to my attention, make it bigger, but then I can make it even bigger with my hand gestures, and then you'll see the whole solar system, and you punch on Earth, and next thing you know, like you see the planet like all zoomed in, and then you click on California, and then within a blink of an eye, you're right there. You're right here, right on, just hovering above the sky.
So did you just have dreams like that in Iraq, or have you had them all your life?
All my life, but the military ones was when I was in the military.
Oh, you were in the military.
I was in the Navy for 8 years.
Really?
I was a corpsman, a medic for Marines and Special Forces.
Wow.
So
So you're a tough guy.
no, not at all. I'm a big softie.
No?
You can sew us up.
Yeah,
A bit
Well, we
like
get
MASH,
beat up by the
martial
tough
arts
guy.
as
like
well?
MASH kind of thing.
yeah, pretty much like MASH. Like I do everything Marines did and Spec Op
Really?
guys did, but when somebody got injured, I take off my warrior hat and put on my medical hat. But yeah, but before that, I would see beings of light all the time around me.
Did you?
Yes.
Like from being a kid.
It was like seeing a ray of sunshine, but like in the middle of my room or something, and just like, I just remember at first I was
How
afraid
did
of
they
it.
look like?
It looked like a golden white light
Really?
with a bunch of sparklies inside of it, and it's just like a random ray of light, like
Coming through the ceiling or stopping at a certain point?
they're not even coming through the ceiling. It'd be like where a person should be. There's just a ray of light right there, and then a bunch of twinklies in between. But it didn't look like it was coming through the ceiling or the floor. It just looked like it was a being of light, like this silhouette of just where somebody should
Just
be.
kind of in space, kind of like up high. Up high or down?
No, just standing like the way you're standing right now.
Yeah.
Now we just
They were standing?
take away the image of you,
Yeah.
and then just add in a ray
All
of
kind
light,
of sparkle.
Like a pillar, kind of?
Yeah.
Like a circular.
like a circular pillar,
Oh, like
or
a
like
circle.
a cone kind of.
Oh, okay.
Like a circular cone.
Oh,
pillar.
yeah, like a cone kind of all around the being. And could you see the form of the being?
No, just the ray.
Just the ray.
And I knew it was a good, thing because it would always like tell me not to be afraid. Like don't be afraid, we're here. Don't be afraid, we're here.
So this was from when you were a kid.
And when I was a kid, yeah.
How old were you?
Must have been. This was before. I think I was about 6 or 5.
Wow.
And
Where
throughout
are
the-
you from?
Here, Los Angeles.
You are.
But I've been like, I traveled all around the world pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, I've lived in Europe.
Did you go to Belgium?
I drove past.
You did?
I had eye surgery in Germany, and then they gave me 14 days off. So I went
Wow.
to Brussels, Belgium, Amsterdam, a little bit everywhere there, just to enjoy the sights and sounds.
I'm a native from Belgium. I came here when I was about 27.
And that's amazing. It's a beautiful place out there. It almost
Oh,
seems
it was
like
awesome. My life was terrific. I loved it. I loved, just the life. It's just very different. But it was at that time.
well, it's Europe.
Now it's very different too.
Because I remember when I lived in Italy from 2009 to 2011.
Where did you live in Italy?
Naples.
Naples.
I was stationed there for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
But those guys, they're stress-free. They, from
I know.
12
it's just
o'clock
so
to 3 o'clock,
crazy.
no one's working. Everyone's at home chilling out.
I know.
And then
And in Spain, it's the same story.
I was like, man, I gotta work like this. 'Cause you guys are no stress.
I tell you, when I came here, there was so much pressure. I felt a lot of pressure. People who work here, at that time, when you work in Belgium and you are fired, they have to give you 3 months salary. And if you need to say, you don't want to work anymore, you have to give them 6 weeks. And but the thing is you can have an employment and all this stuff over here. You're done if you say goodbye.
Yeah, it's very cutthroat here. And then,
So it gives you a lot of pressure, to find another job and all that. But anyway, it all changed because it's all approximately the same thing now. Wow, good for you that you traveled so well. Did you go to Spain?
I did.
Portugal?
I went to Barcelona for like 3 weeks.
I lived in Barcelona.
It's beautiful there. I went to the Gaudi Park there, and
Yeah.
it's really pretty. Those guys take soccer to another level. Like it was.
Well, did you ever see a soccer play in Belgium? That's pretty good too.
Like,
They are good.
one night it was
Soccer.
Barcelona versus Manchester United, and
Wow.
after the game was over, Barcelona won, and everybody and their mothers were out in the streets. It looked like it would be a riot, but it was a celebration.
It looked like a riot.
Yeah.
They were all happy.
They had like riot police out there with shields and people chucking rocks at them, and then like, but it's a celebration. Everyone is having a good time. It's like their Saturday night there.
Did you go to the little towns on the ocean? The little towns that have like so cute in Spain.
It was definitely pretty there. I seen a couple of places. I didn't stick around too long there. I was mainly at the
No.
beach and at the bars.
Did you ever go into a parador over there? You know what
What's
paradors are there? Do you know what that is? Parador? Do you know what that is? A parador? These are, at the time of Franco, he built all these different paradors that they are like castles.
Oh,
And these castles had been, they were new. Some of them were old and completely renewed. They are unbelievable. You would never imagine how beautiful it is. It's incredible.
I didn't get to see any of those there, but when I was in Italy, there was definitely a lot of castles I visited over there.
Did you?
There's one in downtown Naples called the Egg Castle, or
Oh.
But in Italian, of course.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting. I got to see Pompeii. I got to see
Yeah.
Rome.
Isn't that
That's awesome.
impression? This is very, oh, so unbelievable.
And then I come back here and I'm like, oh.
Oh, it's not it.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, this area is not bad.
Yeah, this is
What I loved was you can talk to anybody there. You're in Naples. I mean, like, granted,
Yeah,
some people are
it's
too busy for
different.
you, but you can say hi to a complete stranger.
Mm.
They'll say hi back. If you do that here, they give you a stinky face.
I like the food in Belgium and in France.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I love the food over there. I love my croissants and French bread and, you know.
I mean, is it like French cuisine?
Belgium, some of them even say it's better than French. Sometimes, yeah. It's equal.
I always
They're
wanted to
equal
try
to-
the waffles in Belgium.
Yeah, the waffles and the mussels. They're very big on mussels and French fries. I made them the other day, just the Belgian way, with wine and with cream and with onions and celery. And, it was so incredible. So awesome. There's a French restaurant that opened up in San Pedro that makes these mussels like you would not believe. They are the most delicious mussels.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Are there any Belgian restaurants in Hanoi?
There has to be.
There used to be, there used to be in LA a lot, but and then in San Juan Capistrano down there was a Belgian guy that I went to his restaurant and he made some pretty good food there too. But there is another restaurant called Tax in Tax Tax on Sunset in LA. And that's kind of a French Belgian restaurant. But I mean it's the same thing as the French food. Well,
You're out.
no UFO.
Yeah, there's definitely owls here tonight. That's usually a good omen.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, I was at Fairview Park meditating out, and some nights I don't bring any equipment because I want to be trust building with them. And when I was done with the meditation, there was 2 coyotes sitting in front of me.
Whoa. How close?
Like where your dog's at.
Uh-oh. Do you have any pictures of UFOs on your phone?
Yeah, I would have to go over and grab it.
He does. Did you see them? These
Yeah,
pictures? You did.
not up close ones. Are they this kind of dots, or is it
Oh,
the videos
dots.
you put on YouTube?
Is it dots? I have one that I took.
videos up. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I have one that I took. I think it was Vancouver or Seattle. I don't remember where it was. I sent it to you. That picture. I'll go and
Which one was
I'll
that?
go and get my cell phone. Hello, sweetie. You love me, don't you? Oh, yes. Oh, you do. Oh, you do. Oh, yes. Oh, you do. Okay, let's see.
I've only really ever seen dots, but I've seen fleets of them.
See, that is awesome. I always wanted to see a
Powering
fleet.
off.
I always usually see onesie twosies. It's
I've
never
seen
like
8 multiple times. Yeah. It's kind of scary, but they're just dots. I wish I could see the flag or the emblem or whatever.
I don't have any cookies for you, but
I'd give anything to have that Washington experience again. I had this craft hovering over me for 45 minutes, and it was like 100 feet above me. And I was like, man.
where was that? In Washington
I was
State?
in Washington State. That's what got me all like
Where in Washington State?
Yakima Indian Reservation.
Oh, Yakima. Wow.
that near Iseti, the Iseti run?
Yeah, that guy's more south, but I was on the east coast of that place.
Ah,
Like I'll circle with the laser a bird, and then you'll see a light ship kind of
Over
fly by
here
it,
that moves. Oh wow, it's moving up and down. And
changing colors.
look,
You'll see more. There's like a couple of them in that video.
look at this guy moving. Oh my God. Was that last time like this or not?
That was like 2 weeks ago on my roof.
just a
It's all about
Where?
your power thing.
Oh, yeah, on my roof. I usually get on my roof and
On your roof?
I practice C5 there.
Where is it you live?
Where?
Costa Mesa.
Oh, Costa Mesa.
And like, there was this one night where I kept playing the tones through the walkie-talkie,
Oh, really?
and for like about 4 hours straight,
Yeah.
and all the power wires started blowing up. And I had that on film.
Wow.
It plunged my whole neighborhood into a blackout. I don't know if it was them or if it was just coincidence. But
Sort of worrisome.
yeah, it scared the crap out of me. Those explosions were like not far away from me.
Wow.
Awesome.
You're getting famous on the internet now.
And I like that you
Like-
talk while you're doing this stuff.
Yeah, like there's
You
channels
know?
that want to me to sign contracts with them so they can, like AME and the Travel Channel. They want to interview me and stuff.
That's
Was
awesome.
Was it
Maybe.
you that had somebody
Be
like
careful.
take your footage and then just
Oh.
do something with it
Oh,
without your
geez.
permission?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, they sent me the contracts, and after that I was like, I don't know if I want to relinquish these videos.
Look at this guy. Oh my God. They're just moving like
I've been
this.
changing colors.
Sorry.
Oh,
I
no,
think
Here we go.
the worst thing is it's like if somebody takes it, then they could say something that's completely wrong. You know,
that's what the
misinterpret-
Travel Channel wanted to do with me. They wanted
To
to,
debunk you.
yeah, they wanted to make fun of me on camera. So I was like, no,
Oh.
I'm not gonna do that. Pay.
Fun of
What would
you?
they say it was?
They were gonna be like, it's a drone or something. You know,
Oh, Jesus.
I-
he
Did
thinks
they
he's
have
talking-
proof? Like, we need proof. We can't just like guess.
Yeah, 'cause I seen other videos
No.
that they do. That's what got me to like. I was like, okay, before I start, signing anything, let me see what these guys are about.
Yeah, what's this company make?
And then other videos that they were showing was like, this guy thinks he's looking at UFOs, but in reality, it's a bird.
It's a
or-
frisbee.
Yeah.
That was what they did to Chris Bledsoe, didn't they? That,
Yeah, they did.
absolutely.
And he actually had a craft like land in front of him.
Hey,
Sorry.
look.
Like,
Oh,
I'm
I
a little
love
envious
your
of that
dog.
guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of
can
people
come
interested in him behind the
anytime.
scenes. You know, a lot of military and government people talk to him. Kind of sort of gone quiet.
A couple of guys from my old unit want me to teach them how to do it. Just meditate and get them to come.
Mm.
But
Well, that's good that they're seriously interested.
I just tell them, there's just the bare minimum is you have to have an open mind, an open heart. If you hear another language other than English and it makes you mad, this is probably not for you.
That's
way to put
Trump,
it.
right?
Yeah. Well, because these guys, they don't look much like us, besides 2 legs and 2 arms. But they come in different shapes and sizes. They don't want us to fear them.
Mm.
The guys lobster fishing.
How was the catch?
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
I saw something in Manhattan Beach. I took pictures of it.
My goal is to get a bunch of
2008.
acreage and make like a a safe place for people to practice, without being, like here we're in a public area,
Yeah.
but if
it's
you own like a
distracting.
40-acre ranch or something out in the middle of nowhere, no one's gonna bother you.
Yeah, a bit like sort of ESETI, but different.
Yeah, I won't charge an arm and a leg. I'll just charge for however it costs to maintain the land, as far as like, cleaning up the restrooms and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't want to make a business out of it. I want people to come in and learn how to do it, and then they can go on and
Okay.
show others.
Want to see this and see if that's on. See, this is Manhattan Beach, and that was really a triangle, and there was all kinds of white things going like this around, but you can't see it very well. But in reality, it was, this triangle stayed for quite some time. See, it's still there, and here you can literally see it still, but now I don't know why it's dark like that, but it started to get dark, and it was still there.
Interesting.
And here, really, I mean.
Yeah, the sun's
Yeah.
moving and the thing's still there.
I'm telling you, it was like.
Nobody else was looking.
You know the funny thing?
They like to
No one looked at the stuff.
hide. They hide
No one
them
looks
I
at
mean,
it.
they were all walking around, and they were all doing. I mean, some people were looking, and I thought there was something over there, but anyway, it was like, I said, "Do you guys see that?" There were a couple there, and they said, "No, what?" And I showed them, and then I said, "Oh my God!" But it was just. But then now, I think I showed it to you last time. There was one that I took in Seattle, I guess. Seattle.
Seattle's beautiful. And there's definitely a lot of action by Mount Rainier.
Well, that's probably where that mountain was. I showed it to you, right?
Mount Rainier is their version of Mount Shasta.
Yeah. And what's it, Mount Adams as well? That's ESETI. Somewhere
Mount
like
Adams?
Oregon to maybe it's the Oregon-Washington border. Or something.
Right.
Yeah, they like
right.
national parks and Indian reservations, which is like, if you really want some good action, that's where it'll always be.
Well,
Especially if it's a rural
here's
area.
Jacques Ballet with me.
Whoa, yay. That's awesome.
But I knew him when he was really young, 20 years, before.
Before the gray.
Yeah, before the gray. He was an awesome, good-looking man, I tell you. His wife was very, very nice. She was in real estate too. That was my dog, a little Bichon.
What sort of is
A little Bichon. A little Maxie. Oh well. But I do want to show you that picture because I thought it was pretty awesome. Let's see, 2018.
You were saying you can see
2010.
auras also? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Ah,
cut
yeah,
you
yeah.
off, but
Sometimes, yeah.
you said
But
you
I saw blue around you when you were talking.
Blue
Oh,
seems to
definitely.
be significant, right?
Yeah, kind of more luminous blue.
How do you see
I'm
that?
sorry.
Is it like just in one spot, or is it the shape
No,
of the
it's
body? or-
around the body, kind of like. That's what I saw around
On
you.
the edges? Or is it
Yes,
emitting?
on the edges. Kind of like,
that's cool, because whenever I
yeah,
take an aura, they took a picture of my aura,
yeah.
it was bluish green.
You know who this guy is, right?
I don't know.
No?
Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah. With a beard? It looks weird.
Right. You know David Wilcox?
Yeah.
You do know. What do you think of him? Yeah. Yeah, you can say the same. I mean, we kind of like
Maybe.
we think, yeah, maybe. That's right. But he predicts all these kind of things, you know, and it never comes true, right?
Yeah, when the moon was supposed to be super, what was that, the solar lunar eclipse thing?
Yeah, the 3-day dark, 3
He
days.
was way off on that.
Yeah, in the 2012,
He would.
he had
Oh
like a
my
thing,
gosh.
but he thinks now is 2012 or something. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean,
some
come
math
on.
mistake, I don't know.
I know, but you know, you got to be accurate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Oh, I'm gonna start
Okay.
grabbing the camera.
Sorry.
Take your time to get a view.
Oh, this thing's
Good-
dead too.
good